All right, it is Thursday, November 2nd, just almost 12:30 p.m. I'm wrapping it up for the day. As you can see, I was 1-1 today, red day. Lost about $830 on my PA accounts and lost about $1,130 on my evaluation accounts. And if you want to go check out my live recording of my session today, you will get to see me blow up 3 of my Apex PA accounts. I blew them up. 3 funded accounts are now gone. It's the first time I've blown up any PA accounts. These were the first 5 accounts I've ever had. And I was trading 3 of them on the trade copier at the same time. And they were all basically blown up last week. I was, 2 of these accounts blew up mid-trade today. And the third one blew up basically right where the stop loss was. So that was unfortunate. Today I took a PB on my strategy. I got my second loss ever. It's now at 87%. I am 36-10 overall for my strategy, the Nlts strategy, which is 78% here on YouTube. And so what I did was, since I'm drawing all of my channels anyway, I saw a second entry long form for a max pat system, and I took the trade at a key entry point and the EMA. So it was a double entry point, double key entry point, and I decided to take it since I have the chart open anyway, and I got a win. So since I took that trade, I've decided that I'm now going to start keeping track of taking PATS trades. And what I'll do is I have my overall YouTube stats at the top. Then I'll have my NLTS secret strategy here in the middle. And here in the bottom in purple will be my record of the PAT strategy. And so if I take a second entry short or a failure or whatever, I'll add it to the list. Right now, all I've taken is today's one trade, the second entry long. Got the win. We're 100% on PAT strategy. So, I'm kind of surprised that I'm doing that. But considering the past week I had last week with my secret strategy, where I had 5 losses, blew up a bunch of evaluations, nearly blew up my PA accounts. And then my first trade today was my NLTS strategy, where I got another loss. Not going so well for me since the market has changed in the last couple of weeks. And so I figured, why not? I'm not terrible at PATs. I'm actually, the stats for PATs are actually right in line with what my NLTS strategy is right now, 78%. I'd say I'm probably a 78% trader on PATs as well. So if I see a great setup, I figure, why not take it? It's more opportunities to get good trades when my new strategy, my secret NLTS strategy, isn't working or isn't giving setups, or right now I'm struggling with it. So this just gives me more opportunities. And so I traded 2 contracts for each trade on my evaluation accounts, and on my PA number 5 down here, as you can see, I traded 1 contract, this one here, traded 1 contract on this. And that's what I'll do, is just trade 1 contract per trade and try to build this up. And this is really just my main focus now. So, everything for me is all about getting to my first payout. I've been trading on Apex since the end of March. I haven't gotten a payout yet. I'm up to my 23rd evaluation now. I have the 5 evals, the 5 PA accounts. And it's interesting because this number 5 PA account I got from my 13th evaluation. So now I've gone through 10 evaluations without getting another PA. Although before last week, I was 1 or 2 trades away from passing more evaluations on 1 or 2 accounts. And I was, before last week, I was 1 trade away or 2 trades away from getting a payout here. And I was within a couple of trades at the peak of getting a payout on this one. And now they're both gone. So, things happen fast. Let me turn off some of this information here. And if I show you, my loss today was on a PB. It's only the second time I've gotten a loss. I started today around 650. There was already kind of a clear trend break. This yellow trend was already broken by the time I started, and I was expecting a retest of that. Then I found this green trend, which seemed pretty legitimate to me, so I drew that in, got a break of that. I drew the blue one in, which seemed to have a reaction here, but not much, and then got a break of that. So considering all those breaks, I was expecting a retest of the high once we got down here somewhere, but we never did reach the measured move of this leg down and this leg down, and it reversed. So that gave me more reason to be looking for longs. And if I zoom in here, I can explain what I was looking at here. And I'm going to try to keep this as short as I can. But essentially, we had the break. I was expecting a new high. We got the new high off of this channel. So then I found this channel. We had a break, and we had a new high already here, but we kept going higher. So then, if I remember correctly, I went and I found the larger measured move. So I measured all the way from down here all the way to up here, and then from here all the way up, and we eventually got it. But when I took well, let's see, I skipped the yellow. So I found this channel working up. We had a break and new high already, and so I skipped it because I figured we had a break and new high of the big channel, a break new high of this channel for the retest. And so I skipped it thinking we have all the highs we're going to have off the channels I see. Well, it worked. It worked anyway, and I skipped it. And so I had that kind of in mind. And so then when we came down here, I had found this channel up and was expecting a new high. And so I measured one leg up and then measured for a second leg up here. And we got a PB that triggered on this bar. Had this bar right here and triggered here. So I entered the trade. Now, because I had already seen this one work after there was a break and new high, and it was clearly just such a big up day. I mean, look at the end of the day, we're up 76 points, almost 2%, 1.8%. So because it had worked earlier and I had this measured move marked out, I thought to myself, well, maybe I'm missing something. Maybe we're getting a retest of this high here. So I figured, okay, to this measured move, I had just enough room to get my ATIC scalp to retest this high right here. And so I entered the trade. And given the stats that at the time I was 13-1 for like 93%, I took the trade, and it didn't make it there and pulled all the way back, and I ended up losing. Now, I lost two of my PA accounts, number 3 and 4, mid-trade before it hit the stop. I really considered moving my stop up here and lowering my risk kind of once it started going back up. I really thought once this started going that I would get my scalp. I was just so focused on the longs and thinking we were going to get to this measured move that I probably could have got out break even, or got out for minus a couple ticks. I think I need to start considering that when it has this kind of deep pullback, because I'm seeing that once this happens, it rarely goes on to win after that. It usually just gives me a big loss, which in this case was minus 7.5 points, and I blew up 3 PA accounts right there on that trade. So it doesn't seem like it's worth risking, even though the strategy, I'm supposed to put it before the previous swing below the indicator. It just doesn't seem like it saves me enough that risking 7.5 points is really worth it. So I think in these situations, if I get back in another situation like this, the stop will go here. I'll reduce the risk by half in that case. And really, if it doesn't work right away and it stacks up like this, I should just be looking to get out maybe. It clearly tried once, tried twice, tried 3 times, failed, and then boom, I'm out. So I really got to consider the number of attempts. Tries once, tries twice, tries a third time, move my stop here, take the smaller loss. No reason to take the bigger loss when it's clearly, if it gets rejected a third time, it's just likely not to work. So that's kind of how I see it. So anyway, honestly, didn't feel too bad about it. I was already mentally prepared to lose the accounts. I knew that I could potentially lose them mid-trade with a big stop. And so that's kind of what already happened, and then lost the third one down here. So the bummer is I have been trading my live accounts the past couple weeks. And so my live account at Ninja. So unfortunately, I started trading my Nlts strategy with my live late. So I missed all the wins I was getting for the first 5 or 6 weeks, and now it's taken all the losses. So my live account got pretty beat up, which is a bummer. I was so excited about the strategy. It was working so great the first 5 weeks, and then it's just things have changed in this market. I think with the world events, with the economic news and different things, ever since we had the stuff going on in Israel, it just seems like the strategy has had less setups, and when there has been the setup, I've taken a lot more losses. So anyway, so then I found a bigger channel. I found this kind of spike and channel here. So keeping that in mind, it worked off of these, and so then I found this yellow channel, and I wasn't even really paying attention, but kind of after it already triggered, I noticed that there was a first entry long, a second entry long, with a channel that looked good here. The bigger channel seemed to be in play. The midline seemed to be kind of working for the channel. And so because this was a key entry point off the yellow channel as well as the EMA, I decided to enter the trade, as well as I had this measured move up, expecting another measured move to here, and I got an ATIC scalp with that. So because of that, I am now officially keeping track of my PATS entries, like I said. And if I see, it's not going to be the primary setups that I look for, but if I see them at the right time in the right place with the right channels and the right context of my chart that I'm drawing, I will start taking them on YouTube, and we'll see what I do better with. Do I do better with PATS? Do I do better with the strategy that I made up on my secret indicator? And we'll see what my total stats are for just trading on YouTube up here. So having said all that, after that last trade, there's just really not a lot of movement at all. Very little price action. This trade was around 10:30, and this is all the bars we've gotten in the next 2 hours. So just not a lot. And it looked very rangy here. Look, it finally broke out, finally got the retest of these highs. So I was expecting that. There was a potential other channel down that I was considering, which was this. And so I was keeping that in mind as well once we got over here. But I decided to take it off because it just felt like, the market was going to continue to move up, and this was the dominant channel with the dominant trend. So this is what I was expecting to happen. Just no setups to get in on that. So I think that's it for the day. It's a bummer to lose 3 PA accounts, but the reality is I'm in for Apex for I think it's about $1,300 total at this point. So to lose 3 is a bummer. I did pay lifetime fees on these, and I only passed this, the evaluation that became my PA number 5. I passed that on October 10th. And so today was the first time I'm trading it. I did put lifetime fees, pay lifetime fees for all of these, so I'm not paying monthly. I've had the bulk of these PA accounts since July. My first one I got in July. So I think I got 2 in July. I think I got 2 in August, and then I didn't get this one until October. So I don't feel too bad about the way things are going. I knew it could get tricky with my strategy. I hadn't traded it in every kind of market condition there is. And so when the market changes personality or character, there's more of a likelihood to, see the strategy work not as well. And so that's, I think, what I'm seeing last week and now my trade today. But I'm 1-1 for the week. Today was the first time I got any trades this week. It's a bummer, but this is my entire focus now. My entire focus is this account number 5. And let's see if I can get it to a payout. One max payout, and I'm free and clear in my Apex trading. So even if I decide that I can get a max payout on this one account, I might just take it, refund myself for all my investment so far in Apex. This is all a big experiment, especially since I started trading this new Nlts strategy. And now that I'm going to be folding in the PAT strategy, let's see where it takes me. I'm going to trade my PA one contract at a time. The valuations, I'll continue to trade 2 contracts at a time. And since 90% is going till the 7th, I may add on a couple more EVALs before that's over next week. And my discount code is up here for anyone that's looking for adding Apex evaluations. If they want to buy any, that runs till November 7th. Use mine or use somebody's, but make sure you get the 90% discount while it's running. And please like or subscribe to this channel if you find it interesting. I haven't seen anything like this really in the YouTube world, where I'm testing a new strategy that I haven't seen anyone else use for futures before. So I'm tracking all of that and giving the percentages and showing all my P&L and balances of all my accounts that I'm playing actively. And I haven't seen that before. And now I'll keep track of PATs, which I've seen other people doing that, but not necessarily. I don't think I've seen anyone keeping track of their stats with PATs over the long run and breaking it down by each setup. So I'll continue to do that, and we'll just see where it goes. I'll either fail miserably as we move forward, like I have been the past week, or things will get better and my strategy will come back online and start giving the results that I was seeing early on. But for anyone new, please do check out the earlier videos. You'll see how well it was doing. We've hit a rough patch, and now we're going to see if we can get back on target. And who knows, maybe I can find a way to make both of these strategies work for me and be on our way to finally becoming a successful, profitable trader. It's not happening yet, but this gives me hope right here. Right here, number 5 gives me hope that we are going to head in the right direction now. So I need about 16 trades to get to the point of qualifying for a payout. And in the meantime, I will continue to try to pass more evaluations and add to the PA accounts. I think I've said it all for today. Tomorrow's Friday. Hoping for a good Friday to finish out the week. Get back to having a green week, hopefully, if I could get a couple trades tomorrow. And we'll go from there. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. And thanks for joining me on this journey. I have no idea where this is going, but I hope that finally this will start to lead to something good for me. It's been a long haul. I've been trading the ES for 3 years, and I'm ready to start hopefully finding a way towards success. Maybe it's just going to take trading 2 strategies at the same time. Let's see. Thanks. That's it for now.